Good morning, everyone, and away we go. It is time for some yoga here this morning with me here in the basement practice space. I hope you're feeling up to it today. Not that we're going to, okay, that sounds a little threatening. It really isn't. Sorry, but again, I hope you're well, and whatever time of the day it is for you, when you're practicing with me, let's start over. Okay, so again, yoga, your practice. Don't quit. Don't hurt yourself. All the way through. This is for you and for me. So I'm practicing with you. What I'm doing is always, again, I teach a little bit, try to explain what we're doing, but mainly with this online format, I am sharing my practice. This is what I would be doing on my own. So you're on your own too, in a way. You have to be aware of where you are, what you're doing, how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally. Some things may not work real well. Perhaps they have in the past, but today's not the day for some of them. That's okay. That's normal. Right? It's perfectly acceptable to have a day, have a practice where your forward folds are just not that great. Or your back arches, or your twists, any of it. It's fine. Go where you can, do what you can, all the way through. It's all that you have to do. All right, we're going to start seated today, so come on down. Find a nice, comfortable seated. Again, whatever is proper for you. Cross-legged or others. If you need a chair, use one. All right, and up we sit, real tall. We're going to exhale forward. Just wherever you can. We're going right into it. An easing, a releasing of the lower back. So this is not a movement downward though. Coming over your ankles. Where you get is where you get. You do not have to put your head on the floor. Let your breath release you, calm you. It may have nothing to do with the muscles at the back. Maybe it's the hips that need to relax. Maybe it's more a matter of some strength in other areas to allow this release to be calm and steady. Maybe it's a matter of finding the awareness of your breath, the focus on it. Letting it open, the breath flowing, being present in your practice. And then inhale, slowly sitting up. Now we're going to come into a mudra here. We're going to work a little bit more, a little bit stronger in a moment. Actually, I almost skipped a step. And we're going to put the fingertips by the hip joints. We're going to lean back. Palms nice and firm, not too strong. Don't try to strain yourself. Just going to get a little length here. I want you to feel that work. It kind of tips your pelvis up in front just a bit. And we're not going to arch yet. I just want you to find that work. So we're now going to, with our exhale, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead, a little push with your fingers. With that little bit of work that you just maintain in the lower abdomen and in the lower back, try to keep going. So don't slump when you sit up. Now as this work, this is still work, it's physical engagement of muscles. It will get tiring if you're not used to it. But as you line it up, you're going to feel that work ease a bit. Now, I don't mean it gets easy. The effort, right? It's still work. You're still holding your upper body upright. But what happens is because you've balanced out the work, sit a little taller with a little less effort. There is no strain here. Again, it's work. If you're not used to it, you will get tired. Okay? And if you do, you come forward and release the back again. We're going to do that in a moment here. Hold your thumbs in and wrap your fingers gently around, bringing the fists together. Now, letting the wrist rest on your hips, on the upper thighs, a little push. And don't try to shove your hands into your stomach. Just feel the press, the base of the fists in the lower end. This is below your belly, not up here. Down in there, almost into the pelvic area. Maybe it is. I'm not going to worry too much about the anatomy here. Just want to feel that strength of that work as you let your breath flow. Doesn't have to get any deeper than it already is. Doesn't have to slow down. With Brahma Mudra, which is what we're working on here, that's what will happen. The breath will slow. Because the feel of this strength, this activation is going to help keeping the back open. You're not straining to sit upright. Spinal column's nice and open now. In a very neutral position. So that work is calm. Your awareness can grow. And your breath can slow. Let's open the eyes. Bring the hands in front. And with an exhale, we fold. Where we can go. So we're going to repeat what we did a moment ago. We'll add a little bit of extra into the back arching just so you're aware. And then do the rest of our warm-ups. Now this doesn't mean you're going to go any further in this movement here than you did the first time. But trying to keep that awareness there, all the balanced effort. You are not trying to strain the spine longer. You're not trying to make the stomach hard. You're going to breathe. You're going to move. Feel that now as you inhale it. But again, we're supporting ourselves. Use your fingers. It's okay. Find that link. Again, you'll feel it. You'll feel it when it's lined up. The curve of the back isn't too flat. We're not putting extra weight on any one part. Fingertips by the joints. Leaning back. Keeping going. This time, once we've got that established, your next inhale, the chest lifts up. Little arch. Breathe. And we'll exhale. Okay, so feeling that? Let's try to keep that going. We're going to come back to that more than once here in our practice. Now we twist to the right, back of the left hand. Okay, feel that work? Your chin. Exhale, rotate. Breathe. Inhale and untwist. Let's go ahead and do our sideways arching. We're going to go to the left. So bring the right arm up. Again, this alignment here. And the length of it. It's not the exact, really sitting up any taller. The spinal column, the space between the vertebrae doesn't really get any longer. Exhale up and over. Right? The ribs move a little bit apart. Yeah, the spine's curving, so yeah, it's going to flex out a little bit. But again, it's not a huge change. You want to check the anatomy, the x-rays, and all of that stuff if you really want to. You don't have to. The awareness itself into the movement feels bigger than it actually is. Okay. World is really big and really small at the same time. Inhale it. Right hand out here, left hand out here. Up we go. Exhale to it. Breathe. Inhale onto it. Left arm up. Oh, goodness, excuse me. And we exhale and arch. Nice, long, easy lengthening motion. Up and over. Breathing. And we inhale it. Nice. Well done. Okay. Pause a moment. Feeling this work. Let's try to keep that going as we roll forward to hands and knees. Turning along the mat if you have to. Yeah, as always, come here. You have to go to your forearms. Do so. Nothing wrong with it. So the shoulders are above the wrists or the elbows. Now, hips above the knees. Now find that abdominal work. A little sense of length here in the small of the back, either side of the spine. Again, that's not an active extending. It's an aligning. I'm going to step 1 foot back. It doesn't matter which one. Find your plank. Feet are about hip width. Again, same thing. Feel that work. Center yourself in this effort. Breathe. Relax the jaw. Roll the shoulders. Little turn the thighs in. Don't let the knees twist in. Keep your shoulders broad as you exhale. And shift your hips back. Downward facing dog. Inhale down, hands and knees. Now everybody now comes to their forearms. We're going to come into a half scorpion back arch. So now I'm going to kneel a little bit. If you want to fold your mat up. Palms are flat, elbows underneath the shoulders. If you're already there, perfect. We're going to go half scorpion back arch and a little twisting just to get some real openness here in our front thigh. So we'll turn the thigh. Work the middle, feel that work, keep it busy in the sense that it's active. And inhale, right knee up as the chest comes forward. So this strength here, don't let go of it. This length here on either side of the spine, don't let go of that movement. So keep from this effort from turning into a folding. Now your right thigh stays turned in as you exhale, and pushing the right hip slightly forward against that movement. You roll the hip point towards the ceiling. That arch continues. Then we get a nice strong opening through the front of the right thigh and hip. And then inhale, keeping your knee lifting. Bring the right hip level. And then exhale, right knee down. We do the other side. Pause a moment. Get that work. Inhale, left knee up. It's not the biggest arching in the world, right? I know. The curve itself, the measure, it's very, very small. And it's not about how big a curve you make. Whether your toes touch your head. I'm not even going to try to do that now because we're going to roll open here a little bit. Right? Breathe. Inhale. Maintain it. Exhale. Good job. Okay. Up onto the hands again. If it's working for you, again, you do not have to. Come back into downward facing dog. In from the plank. And exhale. Down dog. And the inhale, you get back down to hands and knees. Okay, now, you can rest in child's pose for a moment. I'm going to talk just a bit, explain what we're going to work on. We're going to come into a hip opening here. This is a pigeon pose. We're going to do a little variation on that. Normally, I'll have you move one leg up and then arch the back as we sink the hips down. We're going to go, before we get into the forward fold aspect, we're actually going to move into it a little bit differently and go directly into the folding part. And that's what we're going to focus on. As always, it does not matter how close to the floor your hips get. Extra awareness on the strength in the lower abdomen, again, below the belly button itself, and the movement back, again, small, calm in the lower back. Okay? So we're going to keep that alignment. This will, again, maintain the calm strength and focus to allow the hips to release. All right, so palm hands and knees or forearms again. We're going to turn the right thigh out. Use your hands. Place the right ankle, top of the foot on the floor, directly in front of the left knee. Pause a moment here. Feel that abdominal work. Feel that length in your lower back. Shoulders are nice and broad. As we exhale, take your left leg back. Just slide it back, wiggle it back, however you've got to do. And just let that weight sink, sink, sink. Begin to flex your right toes. If you're rolling to the right, center your hips up. You can go further out. If you can, you do not have to. Either way, find the spot that's yours and breathe. It's possible that after a few breaths it will deepen. It doesn't have to. Hands back underneath your shoulders now. curl your left toes. And we're going to push and kind of move forward. And then turn your right thigh. Bring our left knee down. Knees out, toes in. This still works. This still long. Exhale, child's pose. Breathe. And inhale up. Now strong middle. A little bit extra there. Come up. And we're going to do the other side. I'm going to turn just for demonstration. So, again, it's a long movement back. Right? Most of it. Turn your left thigh. Left ankle in front of the right knee. Why that work? Little length. Again, we're not trying to make the spine any longer. We're working with to keep the hips level and keep everything open. So as we exhale, work back, wiggle, 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 sink, sink, sink. Go where you can. Again, we're calming this effort. So the muscles will relax in that effort. The effort remains. It's quite strong. Breathing. Hands back underneath the shoulders, right toes curling and kind of pushing up, slightly away. And then let's the left knee turn. Right knee up, thighs out, toes together. Exhale, child's pose. In, breathe. And we inhale up. Okay. And here we go. One foot back. Then the other. And the exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Excellent. Exhale, walk your feet in. Bend your knees. Big flex the knees. Get the big toes parallel. Find that length along your thighs now. My glasses are falling off. Exhale, the legs long. Inhale. Roll up. Get yourself vertical here. Standing nice and tall. Again, you want to center it up. Place your fingertips where your hips would flex. And just slide them over till they meet in a line directly underneath. There's that strength. Chin tucks, the shoulders open, and there's a lengthening action slightly downward again in the lower back. And we're not really extending the spine either direction. We're not really pulling the stomach up. A motion that kind of tilts the pelvis is very small. Kind of what we want. All right. And we're going to go to a balance. We're going to do a little flamingo pose, the slight variation, a little lean back. We're going to be very aware of this strength. We're going to try to probably keep one set of fingers here if it works for you. Okay? Now we're going to stand on the right foot first. Just because that's the side I turn towards you, really. So, the fingers of the right hand. Down from the left. And you're not actually touching your navel, you're a little bit below. Your fingers kind of line up with your hip bone. Center the weight between left foot and right foot. And center the work front and back. And it'll align. You'll feel it calm at that effort. At some point. Maybe not right away. It's okay. Lift your left heel. Change and reset the length, the string. Exhale, left knee up. Now, whether you bring your hand to the back of the thigh or reach it over the knee, doesn't matter how high it comes. We're not going to reach it very high. Actually, just kind of let the left leg, rest in its weight in the left arm. This work remains. As the exhale, we pivot back. And that downward extension is happening. You don't have to move very far. It's not the point. What we're trying here to do, again, we're going to find this length. We're strengthening this awareness. Again, calming the effort. In the effort. Exhale, slowly come vertical. And whoa. Bring the left foot down. Let's try the other side. All right, I'm going to turn now. Sorry, getting hair. Oh my. Still getting used to that. It's been months. I think I'd be years without. Okay. So, center it up and you'll feel it. Excuse me. Right heel. Realign as you have to. Exhale up. Wherever the hand works for you. Whoa. And when you're ready, just pivot the hips a little bit. And you don't come very far past vertical. Breathe. How did she know I wasn't breathing? Because everybody does it, quite honestly, myself included. And up. And let that foot come down. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Yeah, couldn't see it, but I know you nailed it. Now, we're going to come in a couple more standing poses here. Little strength with this. Some stronger opening through the side. This is a warrior 2 extended lateral angle. Again, we're going to play with the use of our hands throughout. Okay? Again, it's a bad take. Okay? I know. Alright, so the left foot back. Nice. And wide. Again. Right toes. Let's go that side first. Left heel back. Again. Here we are. There's a slight pull. Just enough to really keep both shoulders, both hips lining up with the right knee, the right toes, both heels. Now feel that? Again, a little lift up. Now work on the lower back. You should place your right hand here to help with that. I know. We're going to come into the full warrior 2 in a moment, I promise. Get yourself nice and vertical. Keep yourself aligned. And the exhale flexes the right knee. And you sink down. Breathe. Now you can move your hands. You feel like you're getting a twist and the thighs rolling, whatever. You want to feel a little turn out in both to help keep you centered. Can you bend any more? Move your foot up if you have to. Now, we should bring our right arm up, bend the elbow, like so. We're going to go into that extended lateral. Keep this hand working as we exhale and extend. Right? Kind of martial artsy looking, right? Now, what we're doing with this is we're keeping it centered. Feel how your back's going to actually kind of extend that way. And your hips, you can't turn. You'll feel it. Sometimes we don't feel it when we don't do this. That length to the right side. Exhale. We sweep the left arm low. We've done with all of that. Again, and you're using this awareness of that lower abdominal work, that length in the back. We've kept this centered. We've kept this work opening through the left side. It's not about the floor, how close we've gotten. Now maybe you can put your hand on the floor, in which case, go for it. You do not have to. But don't lean. Don't let your butt move backwards. Well, that feels good. Feel that strength in your abdomen. Bring your fingers there if you want. Little swing of the arm. Don't unbend your right knee. And find your warrior two. Now really extend out. Center it up. Use your ab muscles, your awareness now. Reach from that strength. Up and down, left and right. And we inhale to straighten your right leg. The arms come down, a little flex the knee. No. Either step your left foot up, or just turn your feet. We're going to do the other side. So the same thing, again, we'll work our way into warrior two, again, without necessarily really extending the arms. The left foot in front, the right foot back. Then into the extended lateral angle. And then out of that, we come into again, come back to warrior two. So here we go. So now we're going to put the right hand to the base of the palm. Basically helps keep that hip back. The left hand helps keep this tip going. Again, it's a small little thing. It's about finding the centered strength and aligning yourself. You're not so much for the alignment. The purpose of that, exhale, you get straight lines. The body's not straight. Exhale, flex your left knee. But to bring your awareness to the movement itself, and the more centered we keep it, right? The steadier this gets, the stronger it gets. And it's as much a mental as it is physical. And the calm breath. Again, it's not about not feeling. You may be hating this. This drives me nuts. This is not the normal way to do warrior two. And why doesn't she call it Virabhadrasana 2? Because I don't freaking want to. No. Right? It's okay. Double up. Same thing here. Exhale, extend, reach. God, that's so weird. Freaks me out. It's not really, though. It's just a little different. Exhale the right arm over. Calm in your feelings. For the sake of your muscle. For the sake of your thoughts. And vice versa. Be focused in your mind. For the sake of your muscle, and for the sake of your breath. Be strong and open in your body, for the sake of your brain, and the sake of your feelings. Here we go, back to warrior two. Breathe. Nice. Excellent work, everybody. And we inhale. Oh, very nice. All right, again. So turning the toes, bringing the feet together, stepping our right foot up. Nice, tall, standing back arch into a nice, tall, strong Uttanasana forward fold. Feel that work. Keep it going. Inhale up, big opening. In the curve itself, not the point. Exhale, extend. Flex your knees. Wait, I'm sorry, no, I didn't want you to flex your knees. Strong, well, that's right. Deep Uttanasana, long in the legs. Open in the spine. Now, if you've got to bend your knees, get your fingertips on the floor, do so. We're going to come into a toe balance. We lift the heels up. Knees flexed. Down we sit. Now, before you go any further, now if this is already enough, you stay here. You can sit down if it's too much. Find that lower abdominal work. Feel that extension in your back. And if you can, then begin to raise yourself up. You can bring our hands together if you wish. Out for balance where you need. Align yourself and let your arches open. Let the knees bend strongly. And we're going to shift forward. Fingertips down, little lean, and we cross our ankles or some manner, way, shape, form. We sit down. Okay, pause a moment here. Again, we're going to get into a twist now, a seated one, which we will then turn into another hip opening, a double pigeon. Now, it's more commonly known, at least in my teaching, as fire log pose. I shouldn't say my teaching and my experience, but either way, very active hip opening movement. Again, I'm going to talk you through it. You're going to like it. No, you've got to. No, you may not like it. Let's let the legs extend out, but I certainly didn't when I first did it. It's good for you. All right, so pausing a moment with the legs mostly extended. Let's find that work here again. You'll feel the shift slightly. It's going to get a little easier. I'm going to try to maintain that as we go into fisherman's twist. I'm going to bring the right foot up and then cross it over, about lined up with your left knee. Good grief. As we flex the left ankle. So there it is. My goodness. Left elbow out or around. It is up to you. Shoulders nice and broad. Exhale and twist. And breathe. Work continues. And it's not about how far you turn, but you don't stop turning because you've reached your limit. Now maybe you'll turn further as the muscles relax, maybe not. Again, you do not have to go any particular space, ever. Your next inhale, now we untwist carefully. Let's roll the right thigh out. Begin to flex the left thigh. So you flex the left toe, and we're looking to bring the left ankle underneath the right knee. That's it. They don't touch. Okay? Now, I'll turn a moment. So if you get here, and this is just too much, particularly if you're leaned over, you've got to sit up. If it's just too much weight, or it just really is uncomfortable for the right hip, allow the right ankle to come direct in front. The line of the knees joints and the ankle joints is the key. Do not let this happen. Okay? You can do it. It is not an inhuman movement. It is difficult. It takes time. Find the strength here. Hands turn the thighs, and if you wish to come forward, pivoting over your lower legs, go for it. You do not have to. As you breathe, high muscles in the hips will release. The flex of the toes will ease the pressure of the ankle bone. The outside of the right knee will get closer and maybe touch the inside of the left ankle. Go where you can. Breathe calmly throughout. Inhale up. Use your breath. Use your hands. Now, if you don't have the right ankle in front, bring it down. The right leg to extend. Lift the knee a bit. And the left leg out from underneath. And we'll do the other side as we extend the legs nice and low again. And now if you slouch, put it back. You can do it. Take some work now. A little bit more even than earlier. Left foot up because you're doing other things. And it's very easy to let the body just do its stuff by rote, by instinct. Awareness is key. Right elbow where it works for you. It doesn't have to be the same. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Stop looking at your watch. Inhale and untwist. Left thigh turns out. It might be different. Here we are, fire log pose in double pigeon. See how both legs form the position of just the one. You've got to put the left ankle in front of the right knee. Do so. Sit tall. Again, you don't have to do anything else. If you're ready though, exhale forward. Nice and calm now. Breathe. And we inhale up. Very tall. Excellent work. Okay, we let the left leg come down. And we're going to lie back and lie down. We're coming towards the end here. Not done yet. Go all the way back, all the way down. Now, here we go. Fingertips here. Hands come over again. The fingers lining up below the navel. And there's the string. And you feel that work. And it is not a locking up. It's not a pulling down. It's actually a movement that comes along and up. Right? Tuck your chin against that. Again, the lower back is extending the opposite direction in a sense. You're not moving very far. Nothing's coming down here. Right? Down's happening with gravity. Movements are this direction, these directions. Alright? I know. Let's bring the knees and ankles together. We're going to exhale and pull the knees in real strong. Don't use your hands here. Just feel the strength of the thighs, the hips, the abdominal muscles. We're going to extend the legs straight up. Now relax your toes. You don't point them, you don't flex them. Length stops at the ankles. It's all the way around both legs though. Take your right hand to the back of the right thigh. Bring your left arm up above your head. Back of the hand to the floor. Exhale and extend your left leg really long. Now, you can move your left hand here. If you're having trouble keeping your pelvis from tipping, so we're going to try to keep the back long as we lengthen through the entire left side of the body, front and the outside line and the back. It's an extending motion. The right leg isn't just hanging there though. Now keep it working. Now we're going to bring the left hand to the back of the right thigh with the right hand and exhale. Don't bend the knee, but press strongly down. And it doesn't matter if it goes very far at all. They come quite a ways over you now. Might still be straight up in the air. No matter what. Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. Go where you can, always. Now, as we inhale, take the right leg back vertical. Move your left hand out of the way. Fingers here on the abs, maybe. Exhale. Bring the left leg back up. And inhale, bend both knees now. Again, just using your thighs, your abs. Exhale, pull the knees in. We're going to do the other side here in a moment. Now, I might have to reset the lower back. You feel that length. Tuck your chin. Make sure you're ready. Here we go. Exhale. Both legs back long. Relax your feet. Left hand takes the back of the left thigh. Right arm up. You can put the hand back here if you have to. It's a bit of a challenge here. As we exhale, long, extending, reaching, breathe. And just focus on that forward and back through the right side. And that feels really good. All right. Let's see about maybe taking that left leg a little further. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Right hand up, in the left. Exhale. You don't bend the knee. Just bring it over. Right. The only real down here is the hands on the back of the thigh. That's it. Everything else is extending action above and along the floor. All right. And again, we're going to get that right hand out of the way. Let the left leg come vertical. Again, using the right as you may not need to. Exhale. Right leg up. And inhale, bend the knees. Okay, now this time, reaching with the hands to the shins or the backs of the thighs, whichever is most comfortable for you. Exhale. Let your arms do some of the work now. And we'll inhale and bring the feet down. All right. Now, with hands, tip, lean, tuck, etc. Right knee over the left. Flex the toes, flex the toes. Twisting now. As arms go out. Exhale. Roll to the right, onto the inner edge of the left foot. You don't have to push down. You don't have to reach a certain point. It's not maybe the biggest twist in the world. It's all right. Inhale and untwist carefully. Left foot back flat. Find that work here in the abs. Feel that length again. It's easy to let go of. Got to keep it, right? I did. So I'm making a point about it. Let's try to keep that as we come out this time. Left knee over the right. Again, I'm going to flex the toes, flex the toes. Exhale, twist. Left. And breathe. And the inhale, we untwist. All right. Uncross the legs. I'm going to come into an extended reclined Baddha Konasana. So, knees and ankles pretty close, feet flat. Here we go. Fingers at the hip flex. Slide over. Now, if you need your hands to help turn the thighs, do so. Feel the length of the lower back. Roll the thighs. And you can use your hands. I want you to be really aware of this small strength, even as you release out. This is difficult sometimes. Again, gravity does the work of bringing the thighs towards the floor. The body is doing the work of opening out in the thighs while maintaining your awareness is this tip here. Your breath opens the thighs also. Because your body's doing this too, right? And it's all part of each other. Now, if you can, you don't have to. Fingers interlace, left thumb over the right, first fingers point, the exhale brings the hands over you. Now, if this is not working, if you feel like you're tipping, you can't just use that awareness. Use your hands again, it's okay. Breathe. With an exhale, we sweep the hands down beside us. Backs of the hands on the floor, palms up. Exhale, slide your legs long. Let the thighs roll open, stay rolled open. Close your eyes. Now, if you need to at this point, place the feet flat so the knees are bent. It's okay. Whatever's comfortable for you. Excuse me. So we're going to release now to the floor. And let gravity do it. Relax those abdominal muscles now. Feel that space below the navel. Nice and calm here, right? Let yourself open. Be aware of it though. All of this engagement of the mind that's focusing on the strength, the action, the twisting, the arching, all of it. It's about moving with deliberation, mindfully, with awareness, being conscious about ourselves as fully as we can. The body's still going to do things automatically. We need it to. We cannot actually make our bodies process food in our stomachs. It's an automated system. We cannot make deliberately our body absorb the oxygen into our bloodstream from the lungs. It's an automated system. We don't want it to be something necessarily that we have to have direct control over. We couldn't do it. Right? But we deepen our awareness so that breath is calm, and this allows that absorbing of the oxygen to remain calmer, deeper, stronger for it. Same thing. The nervous system stays calm. The body processes food better. We eat a little bit better too because we're aware of what we're consuming. This is what's happening now. The body will relax lying on the floor. We fall asleep. That's what happens. Do it every night, hopefully. Take a nap. That's not what we're doing. Find that calmness of the body while still being aware. This is the challenge. To not be distracted. Or not to let the things that distract us become distraction. Right? So it's only a distraction if you let it be. Breathe now. And begin to flex your fingers a little bit. And your toes. Calm, easy reactivation of the arms and legs. Feel your wrists and ankles moving. Your elbows and knees flexing a bit. And then an inhale, we reach the arms up. And let the legs extend long. Feel the space, the calm strength that you have. So right arm is by your ear, your left knee bends. And we exhale and roll to the right. And from our right side, we press ourselves up to find a comfortable seated position. Hands together. Thumbs touch the chest. Smile real big. You were amazing. Thank you. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So, as always, we're going to leave the video up. You're welcome to come back and practice again whenever you feel like. If you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. You can leave me a comment or send me a message personally. I'm happy to answer either way. And there's a Venmo link and a Cash App link and a PayPal link. And it's a donation based and whatever you think is fair, but it's very much appreciated. All right, I'll be back at it next weekend. Hopefully you can join me again, 9:30 a.m. Chicago time. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see ya. Thank you.